Coach Stott said you guys didn't come out with enough intensity in the second half, maybe not as focused as you should have been. Do you agree with that? And if so, why? Why did you guys come out that way?
Yeah, I think we for the game we talked about how in the first half of games we haven't defended by the numbers. We haven't defended very well, and in the third and fourth quarter we we pick it up and play better. And we talked about how the better teams in the league are able to sustain it, over the course of the game. Even when teams get hot, they're able to manage that and weather those storms just by, having the energy up, communicating, being sharp in the scouting report. And I thought tonight we came out and, we basically flipped what we usually do. We started the game really well, really sharp. And I think part of that, when you're making shots, it's a little bit easier to be up and be active on the defensive end of the floor. And then in the second half, when the shots stopped falling, I think he's right that, our energy did drop some, our activity level dropped, and, we started to get outworked, and it didn't help that we weren't making shots. And, we had a bad defensive half, and we put ourselves in a position where, it was a back and forth game. And when you do that, you can be beat by any team in the NBA at the end of the game. And, we put ourselves in that position and ended up with a tough loss.
Thanks.
Next question is coming from Jason Quick with The Athletic.
There we go. Dame, during your time here, when you guys are successful, it seems like you guys work for shots. A lot of guys touch the ball and you work the ball around. That didn't seem to happen tonight. And what do you make of that? And then also, it's not very often that we talk about the Blazers being outworked by another team. Why is that? And what do you think is at the root of that?
Ball movement as far as what? Like
working for a shot. It seems like you guys are just settling for threes.
I think it's an emphasis on us shooting more threes. I think that's the way that the league is going. But I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question because I work for every shot that I get, and I work to create shots every time. Defenses are loaded up. Guys trying their best to stop me, and I don't know what you mean by we're not working for shots. I think we work every possession. We compete, and I think just like any time in the past, it was nights where we had tough losses, and it was usually because a team got to the 50-50 balls, they got the tips, they screened better than us, they were more active, we got outworked. It happens, but for a team like us, it can't happen. That's something that we got to be able to count on. And if we lose, it's because they got hot and they had the ability to do it. It can't be because we got outworked. So that's something that we do pride ourselves in not allowing it to happen. But they outworked us tonight. But I wouldn't say that we didn't work for shots.
Okay.
I think at the beginning of the game, offensively, we had, we were running our offense with a pace. We set screens, we made the right plays. And I think when you seeing the ball going in, you feeling good, and the game starts to feel a little bit easy, you kind of go away from that. And I think we did go away from the way we started the game playing offensively. We just started to kind of just go our own directions a little bit. It was a little bit anxious and, a little bit of searching. We just was trying to find opportunities. And, I didn't think we had the same rhythm to the game offensively, if that's what you mean. But I wouldn't didn't work for shots.
Yeah.
Next question is coming from Casey Holdall with Trailblazers.com.
Damian, how would you, or could you describe that final play, the inbound play that resulted in Carmelo getting that turnaround three? Obviously, that you guys had already got to that point, so maybe you didn't lose the game because of that, but didn't give yourselves a very good chance to have a chance to at least tie the game in that situation.
I think we look at the whole game, and, you know, we was up 20. We played well in the first half, and we had a letdown in the third quarter. But we know that it's a game of runs. You know, these guys aren't in the NBA for no reason. You know, regardless of what a team's record or reputation is, you can be beat any given night. And you can't take anything away from them. They played hard. You know, they made shots. They did a lot of good things and put themselves in position to win the game. You know, with that being said, you know, it was 100-100 with, you know, I think 2.5 minutes left. You know, there's no shame in a team coming back and you having to earn a win in this league. And, you know, they made some shots, and, you know, I got 3 free throws and I got 2 free throws. 1-point game, they go down and make 2 free throws, and we got 5 seconds on the clock. We advanced the ball, we had a timeout, and we had 4 seconds to get a shot up. I think in that situation, if the ball ends up in Melo's hands, you know, when he shot it, I felt, you know, confident in it because I got that kind of belief in Melo, and he's done it over the course of his career. But, you know, I think we lined up as if we had to get a shot off in 1 second instead of, you know, lining up in a way where, you know, we got time to get a catch and create a shot. You know, that's my only thought looking back at it. But, I mean, anytime you're in that situation, you just want to give yourself a chance to win. And, you know, we got the last shot to tie it, opportunity to force overtime, and we missed.
Thanks, Dame.
Next question is coming from Jamie Hudson with NBC Sports Northwest.
Dame, Coach talked about how you and CJ really make it a point to get Nurk going early and go to him early. So how much is that a part of your game plan? And then he's had his struggles this season. So how do you describe his play so far?
I mean, I come out and I make the right plays. You know, I don't, obviously I do try to make an effort to get Nurk the ball in the middle so he can get into a rhythm, you know, so he can feel comfortable and feel confident, you know, making plays and getting to the rim and finishing and, you know, being himself. And, you know, I think I play that way because I try to use making the right plays and, you know, hitting guys to make open shots and hitting guys to score to loosen up the defense on myself. And Nurk has been really good at that, you know, since he's been in Portland. And that's the way I play the game. You know, I pitch it up to CJ. I let CJ get his offense off. I know he's going to come out of the game before me. And that's the way that I work myself into the game, by loosening up the defense through playmaking. I know that that's my job, and I know that I can relieve guys of, you know, working too hard by getting them quality opportunities often early in the game. And then I start to get more aggressive as the game goes on. You know, but you go through rough stretches. You know, I think the good thing is that Nurk is, you know, he's still working. He's still trying to get himself, you know, to the point where, you know, we expect him. And, you know, we just got to keep showing faith in him, keep allowing him to play himself to that space. And, you know, that's what we got to do.